Oceans wide and stars up high, chasing dreams that touch the sky. Island filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas. Maps we're drawing in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Islands filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas. Maps we're drawing in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest. Paradise we call our own, new world out there we have grown. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned, the brave behave. Friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned, the brave behave. Friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest. Paradise we call our own, new road out there we have grown. On and on we sail so free, through the storms and howling breeze. Hearts of courage, spirits high, together we can touch the sky. Tide to guide, quest for knowledge day and night. Oceans wide and stars up high, chasing dreams that touch the sky. Island filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas. Maps we're drawing in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Islands filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas. Maps we're drawing in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest. Paradise we call our own, new world out there we have grown. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned, the brave behave. Friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned, the brave behave. Friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest. Paradise we call our own, new road out there we have grown. On and on we sail so free, through the storms and howling breeze. Hearts of courage, spirits high, together we can touch the sky. Tide to guide, quest for knowledge day and night. Oceans wide and stars up high, chasing dreams that touch the sky. Island filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas. Maps we're drawing in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Islands filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas. Maps we're drawing in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest. Paradise we call our own, new world out there we
We are back, and actually, I feel much better than last week. So let's see what type of shenanigans and hijinks these players can get us into now. I don't know why that was such a hard sentence, but
Because it was both of them. You couldn't pick one.
right, it was just too garbled up together. As you can see, I have a lot of energy apparently tonight, so I'm apparently talking like the Energizer Bunny. But
My God, this computer.
But the Energizer Bunny doesn't talk.
it keeps going and
And
going and
going
going
and
and going. You know, it catch that drift. The players have just finished up their journey to Ironroot Islands. They have made their departure and they are heading now, following the log pose, forward. There is going to be a slight alteration because I was reminded by a player that I never actually gave them a eternal pose to that island. So we are going to just kind of backtrack to the arrival of our flying, fiery feathered friend. Get some alliterations going here. But before that, I'm going to let the players who were available at the last session help us with a quick recap in exchange for an inspiration because they seem to like to go through those.
They. They.
You're going
I
finish
only,
there. I'm just letting
I
you know.
only go through them when it's important for actually roll well on a persuasion check. Otherwise, I don't use them at all.
I'm gonna stop using them.
Annoying. And Yami has his own inspiration before he runs through everybody else's.
Yeah, Yami's not allowed to use inspirations because he took a certain feat.
I'm just one lucky son bitch.
That lucky
Yeah.
duck.
So to start it off, last session it was more so of it was a lot of RP. We were doing a lot of training. I believe me and Hoshigo started training together. The captain was training. Ollie was training. I'm not sure what Julius was doing. I can't remember his segment.
He was experimenting on himself.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
that's
then-
what it was.
Afterwards, he was training.
And then I don't know if Ollie wants to be the one to describe his training, but he was doing some nefarious things. I'm just kidding.
Nefarious, nefarious, you say.
To us, in our instance, that's what we took it as. Basically, go ahead, Ollie. I'll let you take this one away because this is your little segment.
Ollie was just meditating. He just didn't go far enough away from camp and and unfortunately, he lost control. That's the best way I can describe it there.
He was meditating
Well-
really, really, really strongly.
Really hard.
Yeah, he was meditating so hard that just these shock waves emanating from his meditation.
It made the captain take
gotta meditate, you know?
It made the
Gotta-
captain take an
just
untimely
horrify
nap.
him, you know?
Not the chloroform. Get out of here.
Oh, but I do it all the time. You just don't notice it.
I hate you.
I love you too.
But yeah, so the captain passed out due to Ollie's very hard
Intense.
meditation.
It's intense orophobia. It all comes down to one's opinion.
Kenton almost fell unconscious as well, but he just had the last leg to stand up. Figured out where he heard Ollie humming somewhere in the woods that he thought he was far, but not far enough apparently. So Kenshin came upon him, asked him what was going on. He described the Conqueror's hockey and his effects that happened with it, etc., etc. I don't know if Ollie wants to get more into detail about that. But yeah, so then the captain woke up, and all Kenshin remembers is that he has latrine duties for the next week. That's all I want to. That's the only important part that I want to add to this.
You just really want him to know, he's cleaning the
Yeah.
latrine. I gotcha.
Yes.
I think that bothers him when he has a device for that. It's called prestidigitation, my friend.
No, Kenshin's
Why
like,
do
yeah.
I have to clean it when I pulls out this weird looking robot thing? This thing can do it instead.
But yeah, that's again that's from Kenshin's perspective alone. Anybody else can give their perspective.
Is there anything else anybody would like to
Lots of
add?
training.
Ollie decided it would be funny to cook a meal for Hina because they're putting all that work in, and Ollie also wanted to was felt a bit bad about not wording things correctly, so he just kind of left a nice meal for Hina, to sneak away into the night, absconding, if you will. Unfortunately, she didn't go back to eat the food, so he's like, I had to go in the next morning, sneak into the kitchen again, and just be like, reheat food, and then freaking abscond and then jump into the water and pretend to be a duck. An excellent waste of the disguised self spell. I am a duck. Quack. Swims away.
Oh god. You guys are funny. You are funny.
You definitely love us. We make your job hard as much as we make it fun.
Quite. I can't even argue there. Amongst the trainings that was done, some of the things that did include was that the characters themselves started experiencing just how difficult it is to train their hockey abilities. Specifically for Hoshiko, as he was training to not only strengthen his hockey, but also not destroy the rock that he was punching, he was attempting to utilize just enough of the hockey, which left him rolling on a scale that got him basically closer to center. The less hockey he infused with that roll caused him to not take damage, but maintain injury. And the higher he rolled, left the rock taking most of the brunt of the damage. This kind of required the finesse of his rolls, which left for some interesting learning opportunities and some scars that will develop on his hands.
That's a good way to put it.
Hey, listen, I got a flavor in this. He played Bloody Knuckles with the wall, and sometimes the wall won, sometimes he won.
Besides, you're not trying to destroy the wall. It's more so for control.
Exactly.
That's a good one. I like that, Hoshiko. We'll go with that.
If trying to destroy the wall, it'd be easy work.
Oh yeah, destruction is easy. Control is hard. As the players began to leave the island, their ship reinforced with a reinforced hull and some nice oars. They left the island. Now, one of the last part of the previous session before that, there was a phone call where the characters were basically informed that they will be leaving eventually, and somebody's going to be coming back. They'll be coming back. And it is now that moment for them to leave the island. Shortly after leaving, which is about where we're going to pick up, is the arrival of Shiori. Shiori is the connection that they had made previously, who had also guided them, as mentioned earlier, through the directions on where to sail. As this blue flame-imbued bird kind of lands down on the deck of the ship, it is about here where we will begin to pick up.
Oh, perfect. Real quick question: wasn't there something about another snail being introduced, which is why we waited for?
Yes, I have another snail.
Yeah, but no. I think if anybody wants to correct me, there was like another snail introduced, and we were like, "Yeah, we'll keep it because that's in like some snails."
Well, yeah, it was that other transponder snail that we made the call on.
Yeah.
Was that one? Okay. I thought there was another snail we got. All right,
No. It's only 2 snails at this point.
Now, also keep in mind, your ship is also equipped with 2 wind dials.
Yeah, I know Edson loves his snails, so
yeah, you're getting all the fancy stuff, and now you have 2 transponder snails, which on a long rest you would be able to reprogram the snail if you know how.
Probably know how.
I would say you'd have to roll a Tinkerer's check.
Let me roll ye olde dice.
All right.
I've been out of it. I've been out of it for a while, so let's see how I'm coming back. Oh, not terrible, not terrible.
Bad.
Above the halfway mark. Oh, damn.
19.
I forgot you got that question.
That is,
19
yeah,
to
19. That's
reprogram
great.
the snail.
With a 19, you are able to reprogram the snail.
Oh, wrong. That one was an accident.
So, is this a male or a female snail?
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Can I? Or yeah, I'll do a medicine check.
Okay, because if you had a better skill,
Natural
Okay.
20 for a total of 25. I was
Hey.
gonna say animal handling, but my medicine check's better.
okay, there you go. It is a female.
The first crate of the game.
Oh my god, it's perfect. I dub thee Shelly. So we have Sheldon and Shelly.
Are they going to become lovers and start making children?
That is up to them.
Okay.
Don't be shellfish.
I know. Come on.
Oh man. So as we take
I
a look
hate you.
here at this new nice new map we have displayed.
The crew grows ever larger.
Do.
Oh, you are just collecting all of the oddities.
Hey, it's my thing, man.
Ooh.
You know me.
As you start making
we're headed
your
to-
way, what's up?
I don't know. I was about to start saying we're headed towards the red line.
You
I
well,
like the map.
once you came through Reverse Mountain, you were already heading towards the red line. But as you start entering and pick your first path, there are 7 different paths that could have been taken. Originally, you had set off on the yellow path next to you. But as you left the previous island, you made your way to this red path here, which is foreseeably, unless another force guides you off of this to another path, be where you continue your journey.
Neat.
Indeed. So now, you see the flames of Shiori's devil fruit recede, and you see her within a, wearing a kimono, and she leans against the edge. Well, what did you think of the island?
A lot of trees.
A lovely
quite
man
beautiful out
named
there.
Tinkler.
A lot of bodies.
A very pleasant man named Tink lives on there. By the way, I think Tink might be in trouble. Well, that's why we ended up staying as long as we did. Some people were attacking him.
Oh, so you lived. That's good to know. I'm heading that way anyway.
Yes. They certain they'd be back again in a month, it seems. They have an eternal pose or something to that island.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. Whenever we get the call to make our way back because they've invaded, we tend to just miss them.
Well, consider us staying there for longer than intended. I got a spot of good luck then.
Indeed. It was quite fortunate you made your way there. So, what are your plans? Are you trying to just continue on where you're going? After all, this is one of the most dangerous routes on the Grand Line. Or rather, I should say, in Paradise.
Well, the Grand Line's a straight line, darling.
Well,
But you
So-
can always cross the streams. It's just difficult to get where you need to go.
of course, it may appear that you're going in a straight line, but the magnetic poles don't necessarily pull you in a straight line. And as you say, you are certainly right. It is just quite interesting to try to cross those paths. These seas could get quite dangerous.
Path's a path, and the seas can get dangerous anywhere in the Grand Line. Doesn't.
Let's take the word, ignore the word. It is what it is.
Well, telling us how dangerous this particular route isn't that helpful to us.
Well, should
It's
I
not like
not
we're
have,
going anywhere else.
should I not have warned you that you are on a dangerous path?
The Grand Line, everything's dangerous.
Indeed.
For once, I agree with Edson. I'm gonna give him like a side eye with my good eye.
Either way, aside from stopping by to say hi to a few acquaintances, what exactly brings you here?
I was flying over to the island and I saw your ship. It was surprising.
Well, we couldn't just leave Tink to fend for himself against a crew of ruffians, now could we?
I mean, you could have.
I'm gonna lean over
Yes.
to the captain and be like, who the hell are we talking about again?
The guy that helped us with our ship.
Oh shit, yeah, him.
We certainly could have. What would be the point in that? Leave a man
Exactly.
to suffer a fate? Not a very honorable way to go.
And you're right. It seems like it's almost a good way to judge somebody by their character. And you're just going to see that she just kind of jumps up to the side railing. Well, until the next time.
Woman.
And she's just going to start falling into the ocean, and before she hits, her full transformation's going to fly out, and she's going to begin to fly towards the island.
Why is that
What a
scary every
cunning-
time she does that?
Go
What a
off.
cunning woman. She just tested us.
Nobody helps anybody for free.
Wait, who the hell was
Yes.
that again?
She's doing something to warrant. We're gonna meet her in the future, and she's gonna ask us
Well,
for
no.
another job.
She was testing us, our morality and all that. It's hard to tell the true nature of a pirate crew. There are a few different types of pirates, you see. There's the peace-loving pirates, and, well, the brigands, and other such groups.
Wait, so I wasn't imagining that. That was a real person.
Yes,
Yeah.
you've met her before.
Yeah, but I thought we were all.
Do you have
listen.
dementia, Yami?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But I thought that we all were just fucking high or something. I don't know, man.
Do you not know what a devil fruit is?
I do, but
Oh, wait. That was a devil fruit user.
I guess. But why would a devil fruit user come talk to us? Who the hell are we?
We
We're new
literally
kids.
established that last time. We frigged with her enemies of her crew, so she thought we were funny and decided to give us a hand. It's how we ended up on the previous island.
I don't quite understand how are you getting dumber?
No, I just don't give a shit.
And
I just
I
bless
don't
her
think he's
heart.
getting dumber. I actually think he has dementia.
That's
Or at least related to random people we meet on the road.
well, it's a good thing we don't expect him to remember anything.
I'm gonna do the shoulder nudge. Like, I agree with Edson for once or twice. How many times has it been?
Twice today.
Ah, yeah. Damn, I might have dementia.
Just, Ollie has an aneurysm from the sheer stupidity.
Damn,
Dementia.
twice. I gotta get checked out. I'm agreeing with Edson
How-
twice in one day. It's fucking crazy.
How old are you exactly? Are you worried about having dementia?
You can have dementia at younger ages. It's referred to as early onset.
How old am I?
Edson just kind of looks at you. Ollie's like, not this early.
Oh, well, so you were so exposed to explain it. Either that, or he's not drunk. That might be the reason. Do you have any booze in your system, Yami?
Oh my god. months have I been without liquor?
I think
Where's
that's
the rum
problem.
at?
There's our answer. Okay, it all makes sense now.
Well, pulls out the spread. Well, pulls out the clipboard. I think we ran out of liquor about 8 days ago.
Kenshin's gonna
On the
drop on
island?
his knees. Yeah, Kenshin's gonna drop on his knees and be like, "No!" Like mad dramatically.
We'll get some more
Yeah.
next time we stop.
Well, if you didn't go through a month's worth of rum in 2 weeks, then we wouldn't be out of liquor already.
I could probably
Give me
distill
something.
some mead.
Give me something. Who am I?
How
A
about
monkey?
how about some water?
Give me a barrel, some sugar, and some form of fruit, and I can usually distill something into mead.
But that would be moving away from our supplies and some extra stuff.
Yes.
So he's gonna have to
Are you-
survive with no rum for a while.
I'm grabbing Ollie by the shoulders. How long? How long, Doc? Wait, you're not
Are
the
we-
Doc.
Till we get to the next island. Maybe.
Oh god, we're going to have to deal with sober Yami for that long.
He'll survive.
Bags on him.
Maybe.
You guys, I have to do a sober Yami. Oh my god.
Womp, womp, womp.
The realization that Yami has been sober for 3 days.
Wait, hold on. Sobriety's making his memory worse?
Yeah,
How is that supposed to work?
canon now.
I'm
Okay.
Jack Sparrow.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and just like Jack Sparrow, the rum is always gone.
I'm always gone.
Because you drink it all!
Note to self: prepare extra stocks of mead. Buy 2 barrels, fill them up with some form of fruit, and prepare some mead for the journey next time. So that we, well, keep Yami not sober. I said that.
How am I supposed to drive this ship if I'm sober?
Like 99% of everybody else.
On that note, Navigator and Helmsman, go ahead and give me the required checks.
God.
Don't worry, guys.
Wait,
I've
wait,
used all my
wait.
good rolls.
Would Yami be rolling at a disadvantage?
Oh, that's right.
It's 50-50. I feel like it's 50-50. I'll give it. You know what? If DM, just to make it fun for you, odds
Give
and
me-
evens, I say
As I was gonna say, give me a D4 and then call odds. Call first, then roll a D4.
I'm gonna call odds. Always odds. You don't even ever have to question that. I'm an oddball, so.
Gonna sing
can't-
Drunken Sailor to at least make Yami think he's drunk.
Just to tease him.
Hey ho, up she rises, hey ho, up she rises, hey ho, up she rises early in the
It's
Seems to
odds.
work.
Alright,
Yeah.
roll it straight.
Seems to have worked.
Watch me roll like a crit fucking 20 with me being sober.
No more alcohol.
Oh, that would be crazy. Like you just level up apparently. Oh
He's
god.
not allowed to drink ever again.
No,
Or
we'll have to deal with like dementia Yami forever.
True.
huh? Where am I?
Yami, go ahead and give me that water there.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
God.
I'm gonna use my luck point.
It's a good use of it.
Okay.
What a +4.
Jesus.
Not that
All
great, but better.
Yep, that's certainly better. So
You
it's
guys
a
see the sun? It's shining over there, and I'm looking
13
like
and a
a
10.
glare.
So as Edson is pointing, using the log post to make sure he's going the right way, the single needle pointing northeast.
We're going west.
Yami, you're going northeast. So like
Other
you're
way,
kind of
Yami. The other way, damn it. I said turn to starboard. Not port. Starboard.
I don't see no fucking birds. What are you talking about?
Oh God.
Oh,
Turn to the right, damn it.
There we go. My good eye. Got you.
oh god. Somebody get this man
I
a
thought
drink.
shifting right. I thought shifting
I
right.
just realized I just figured out something really crazy, but I'm not going to do it for ages now until it becomes thematically accurate to do it.
You know the
Alrighty.
worst thing? You know the worst thing about that comment about his good eye? He always claims that his good eye is his gone eye, and his gone eye is his left eye.
Edson, I love you. I love you so much because that's exact. I was thinking. Yes.
He doesn't even know which
Uh,
one's his good eye anymore.
No, my good eye is my left eye. But wait, what eye do I have?
Yami,
Where's
Go ahead and
the rum?
go ahead and give me a perception check.
Where's the rum?
No.
Here we find that his eye has migrated to the other side of his head.
Oh,
Oh
He
gosh.
just pulls out a secret stash of drinks.
Nice.
Better than my regular eye. My
You
bad. My
notice-
good eye. I told you that's my good eye.
you notice that your steering wheel has been thoroughly cleaned and
Oh
sanitized.
no.
Who sanitized it? Not me.
The world may never know.
Oh,
Brakes.
all right. I can see I'm about to go off that someone's touched his steering wheel. I'm just gonna walk up and desanitize it with prestidigitation. Bring out the oil spray. There we go. Walks away.
Like he does it at the side of my my blind side of my eye, where I right where my eye patch is that I can't see from my peripherals. So I'm just like I'm about to just I'm gonna take a deep breath
You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm alright. You have any rum on you?
No. Like I said, we're out.
I know you holding on me, man.
Do you want to see the clipboard?
You think he could read?
That's a fair point.
You mean the scribbles? Yeah, I see scribbles. I don't see
Yeah.
rum though.
Yeah, because that scribble right there shows that we're out.
Indeed, what a fancy clipboard.
You know what?
While I was on that island, I should have really considered grabbing a few fruits and berries from the island and maybe distilling something for Yami. Well, thoughts for later.
I mean, wait, we do have fruits, but they're risky.
Well, that's how you normally distill stuff. You let it rot in a barrel with water and sugar.
Didn't we get like those the berries for
Oh, you're
Julius
talking
and his?
about the.
You mean the poisonous flowers
stuff.
and vines?
I don't think you should use
I don't
those,
need-
Yami.
yeah.
Although it would be very hilarious.
That seems like a very bad idea.
That's how you make acid. Let's just hurry up and get the hell out of here. Why do we? God damn it! I should have asked that fairy lady for some fucking rum.
So first
She's
off,
not a fairy. She's a
I-
devil fruit user.
also,
And I
you're also
don't
in the
think that
middle
she'd
of the-
have rum.
You're in the middle of the water at this point. Like you see the island off in the distance. There is going nowhere. You're like stuck
Yeah,
on a
yep.
boat now for like at least a week.
Yep. Yeah, I know that, but I'm trying to ignore it.
So on that note, you were officially on your journey moving forward. Before we pass the day away, what would you guys like to do?
I want to start working on the wind dials. trying to get those hooked up.
I am as well.
Perfect.
Chico's gonna annotate in his book of what all happened on the island they're just at.
All right then. Ollie is going to use precipitation to flavor up some water to make it taste like rum and just give it to Yami. Here, Yami, I found something in one of my old packs. I'm not sure if it's that great. He gives him a small flask with water that's flavored like rum, and hopes that works.
That's cruel.
It's the best I can do.
It's not gonna help him.
I know.
Hold on.
Placebo. Placebo.
Yep.
Placebo. Placebo.
Placebo effect.
Come
That's
on.
what I'm hoping for.
Oh man, Yami, are you gonna drink
God.
it? I mean, I know you're gonna drink it, but I gotta ask anyway.
Yes.
God, what
Alright.
do you roll for placebo?
I'm asking for a Constitution at disadvantage,
Ooh, I gotta see this.
and at this point, you want to roll low.
What if he rolls high?
Doesn't work.
He didn't.
You know, at first, as you take that drink, your brain creates.
Wait.
Yep.
Let's see if I can make it even lower. Super Bobs.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Are you sure about that? I rolled a 17 and a 7. The 7
That's
was
pretty
the best
low.
bet.
Yeah, but this might make it lower. I'm hoping for a 1 or something.
Well, you
I
still
think
have to
that-
take the lowest.
I think that this is like the first time I've ever heard silvery barbs be used
He rolled higher.
to
Nah.
roll lower. Not that it
That was
matters.
the
Who are
first
you
one.
giving advantage to?
I guess I
The
don't
rum?
know.
Think rum?
The rum.
So,
The rum has advantage.
with
The rum
the
rules
10,
deception.
Oh god. With the 10, you feel that initial haze that usually happens when you take that first drink. But after a couple of seconds, you realize that it does not really, it's not giving that same feeling.
I think
It
was
tastes like it.
watered
It don't
down.
feel like it.
Yeah, I think it was watered down, sadly. But we're gonna have to make do. That's all we've got left.
It was watered down, really.
That's the best I can think of.
It's not a lie.
I know.
Shit.
Jesus Christ.
All he means well, but it's hard.
Fucking watered down. Jesus Christ.
Hey, he was just being honest.
I'm just gonna chug the whole thing in one gulp.
Alright. All he has to think, how is he going to get? How is he going to get some form of alcohol into that? Ugh.
The
Things to
next
think
7
of later.
days.
He's got
That's
to
a-
think of something.
That's assuming that we even get to the island in 7 days. It could be longer.
Indeed.
Indeed. So,
Indubitably.
those of you who are trying to put the fixture in and all of that jazz for the wind dials, go ahead and give me a carpenter tools check. If you do not have carpenter tools proficiency, just go ahead and give me that check. That's dexterity.
Can I do a tinker's tools check?
I will allow it.
It's a 17 and an 18 between the two of us.
Heck yeah.
You are able to put it in firmly. You were able to load the wind dials on. And as you turn them on, you do notice that it creates enough of a breeze to kind of push the sails to show like there would be progression, but it's not enough to boost the speed in any way.
All right, well, least if there ain't any wind, we can make some. So, better than nothing. Thank you, Captain.
Of course.
This would take some time. We'd be working at this for about a half hour to 45 minutes. What would the rest of you like to be doing during this time?
Yeah, I'm still still adding the adventures we had on that one island into the notebook.
Alrighty. Now, as you're writing this notebook, are you writing it in regular common, or are you writing it in the language that is illegal?
Right now, it's gonna be common, but if there's some things that I feel like I don't want out, it's gonna be in the language that's illegal.
Noted.
Alright, so when you talk about us getting on the island, it's in normal, and then when you talk about the fantastical metal tree, that's probably when you change.
Yeah. And then mid sentence when it's not talking about the metal tree or something I don't want to get out, it goes straight back into common.
Oh god, that sounds miserable to try to read.
It could be middle of the sentence, it could be the beginning of the sentence, end of the sentence. It'll jump back and forth.
Alrighty, noted. So, as the ship continues on, you begin to see gray clouds begin to fill the horizon. The wind does begin to pick up. Unfortunately,
Well, that ain't good.
it is blowing in the opposite direction which you need.
Of course it is.
So with that, your speed begins to decrease as...
All right, everybody, let's get the sails in.
Starts. It's time to go pushing the sails.
I can hold us out for as long as we need. I can hold out for a bit. Not crazy long, but enough time to help.
It'd be more helpful for you to just help bring in the
All right.
sails. It looks like there's some bad weather up ahead anyway, and we probably don't want them out.
Fair enough.
Is there anything you want to roll, DM?
Yes, go ahead and give me either a dexterity-based check or a strength-based check, depending on your activity. So if you're furling sails, or rather pulling to furl the sails, that would be more strength-based. If you are climbing up to attach the sails so that they don't furl back down, that would be dexterity, and so on and so forth. So what would everybody be doing during this instance?
I
Will we
would
be
probably,
able to attach the sails?
yeah, same.
Bloody.
So let me see.
Where's that strength?
Okay.
I'll go for a strength check.
Yeah, I'm just doing the ship.
Everybody rolling good. I'm about to roll terrible now.
You know, I swear, you do that just to psych yourself out. Gotcha. I see your wicked ways.
So can I roll for athletics?
Yes, you can.
See, that's
So you
not
got-
that bad.
You broke into the double digits.
You did as well as Ollie. See,
It could
that's
be
a bad
worse. You know what I
I'm
mean?
using a luck. I'm using my inspiration.
Yeah,
I
about to say,
love
Could
it.
be worse because
he has
you could be like Yami and be sober.
he has
He's
one or
using
Like,
two more
more so.
inspirations.
Well,
It-
he currently
I got
has
one.
one.
I
He
have
currently has
3
one
personal
luck left.
inspirations, and I got 4 group inspirations. Well, technically, I have 1 inspiration left, and 4 group ones.
I'm not
Alrighty,
gonna waste an inspiration on that.
so with the 21, you're okay now. You are able to begin to quickly fill the sails, everything that you need to do to prevent excess damage to the ship. You are going to see that Grizzly is also kind of battening down specific things like locking down guns on the ship so that they don't fall, securing the cannonballs, and so on and so forth. Hina is also helping to secure anything that needs to be secured, as well as maintaining any sorts of locking down the knives and things like that within the kitchen, so things that if the water gets rough won't cause any sorts of injury. You notice that the waves begin to pick up and the ship begins to rock from side to side. Right now, more minimally.
Could I try to chart a course that would take us through the less dangerous part of the storm?
Let's see. Go ahead and give me a perception or a survival check.
On one hand, perception's a better skill, but survival's just so much more. It just makes so much more sense. Yeah.
You can use
9.
you can use one of our inspirations.
It's true.
Do
I
it.
can also bardically inspire
I-
you, which is what I'm going to do.
I'm using the inspiration. And I guess I'm using the other inspiration as well. What is it, a D6?
A D8 now.
All
I
right,
leveled up.
let's go.
You
So
feel
that's
the surge. Oh.
15.
That's still good.
It's 1 better than a 14.
Yeah. Fair enough. I get it back on a short rest now, so I can spam it. I forget that.
You are able to notice that the storm itself is still several hours away from you. As for charting a safer course, nothing is presenting itself yet. But you do see that off to the further east, you notice that there seems to be a break within the clouds, but this could change as the storm progresses.
How far away did you say the storm was? Like maybe a few
About-
hours?
Yeah, about 3 hours away.
And I'll see how things develop before we make towards the seemingly calmer area. Because as we get closer, that one could close and another one could open. The sea be a fickle thing.
As the time progresses, is there anything you guys would like to do? As the waves begin to continue to rock, the flow of the ocean kind of increasing as time progresses.
I'm finishing it up my little notes. Toshiko's gonna train in his hockey.
Okay.
Ollie's going to perform. Because no time better to perform than in a storm.
Yeah. Everybody loves it when Ali spontaneously starts singing when they're trying to do something.
Listen, he's got to pay his rent somehow.
Yeah. I prefer with actual money.
What would you be performing, Ollie?
He is going to be performing Big Sake, because why not?
100%. It's a classic for a
Feels
reason.
appropriate.
Now, as that's
Feels
going on,
appropriate.
Oshiko, how would you like to train your hockey on the ship?
Oh shit. More so. Basically, keeping it active as long as you can. See how long you can hold it active.
Alrighty. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. No, Constitution ability check, not saving throw.
Constitution ability check. I bet.
Yep, just the Constitution check.
Yeah,
Alright.
14.
With a 14, you're able to hold it solidly for about 2.5 minutes at a time in intervals. It seems to be at this point, because I'm assuming you're putting at least anywhere between a half hour to 3 hours worth of training.
Yeah, roughly 1 to 4 hours. Yeah, given that the day is mostly done.
Yep. As a result of that training, it seems to be that you're able to maintain it consistently for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
What about for the rest of you? What would you guys like to do? Or what would you all like to do?
Gonna be going around double checking everything's kind of properly stowed away on deck, whilst kind of checking on the storm every so often to see if that golden escape route disappears and or another one opens up.
It seems like everything is properly stored. It seems like it's secure. And you are able to, as you're underneath the deck, making sure everything is secure, you begin to hear the sound of the rain beginning to fall. Those of you who are on the top of the deck, you begin to feel it as the wind begins to pick up. Once more blowing in the direction you are not heading, so it is blowing directly into your faces if you are staring at the front, out from the front of the boat, or the ship, excuse me. And the waves once more begin to pick up.
God damn it. Oshiko's gonna go under deck, taking his hair out of his ponytail.
As this is going on, everybody go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Son of a...
24.
Jesus Christ.
I got a +7 to these things, baby.
All right.
Jesus.
So 24 definitely passes.
I got 19.
Yeah,
19
15.
will pass. 17, 15 will pass.
Where's
So
Ollie?
far,
You just
it's
see
almost
Ollie
like
getting thrown around.
you're still standing now. All right, Ollie, where is your dexterity saving throw?
He's on mute right now.
All right, so for now, let's go ahead and all
Sorry
right,
about
I'm
that.
going to go ahead. I'm going to need somebody to go ahead and just roll me a d20.
Uh-oh.
Sure. I'll take that chance.
So 1. Nope, but it's close.
You see a streak of lightning flash down, clashing against the water about 8 miles ahead of you. The blinding light illuminates the darkening skies.
Already interested. Oshiko is going to go investigate as close as he can without jumping into the water, but ready with something with rope or something to if it's an item or whatever, especially if it's because it's lightning. Toshiko loves lightning. I like lightning. Don't know why. He is gonna try to capture what he is gonna capture. Try to capture whatever what is in the water.
Okay. You're so as it gets closer, because right now that first strike was about 8 miles away. So in time, whatever would be in the water as a result, you'd be able to collect later on. Otherwise, I'll let you know if it gets closer. Because I don't want you just dangling off the side of the ship all for the entire time. You know what I mean? Because that's just giving me a whole other set of things to work with that may not be
Thought about doing that,
advantageous.
but I decided to be smart.
I appreciate it. So, as this time is going on, about an hour passes. Who's going to be the next one to give me a roll? Oh,
What are we rolling
also-
for?
just a
I'll roll a
D20.
d20. I'll roll it.
And then everybody also give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
It's 11, and for the save, that is
Oh, that was bad.
Jesus Christ! I mean,
I got a 12.
I got 14.
Got a 7.
Ali also got a 14 by the looks of it.
All
Nice.
right.
Where's-
So,
Where's Yami?
Sister Mira, you are now prone on the deck of the ship. Edson.
Yami's good.
You just save. As the wind,
Barely managed to catch myself.
as the wind and waves begin to deepen and the ship is rocking back and forth deeper at times.
Oshiko's so focused he didn't even know that he didn't even notice his feet is still planted.
And then with the 4, excuse me.
It was an 11.
Check it.
No, that
Yeah,
Edson
with
rolled
the
a
11. This one is for this lightning strike comes down on the starboard side of the ship. This time about 5 miles away.
All right, well, that's getting closer.
The winds continue to pick up. They have now reached speeds up to. Excuse me. There we go. 15 mile an hour winds heading southwest.
Jesus Christ! I was headed southwest. Jesus Christ!
Yeah. So whereas you're heading northeast, it's heading in the
It's going
opposite
right
direction.
opposite of us.
Yeah, it is heading directly tail end, nose end to you.
So our speed is cut in half, roughly.
Well, you don't have your sails out, so it won't necessarily maintain your speed, but because your sails are down, your speed is already based off of the ocean current.
Yeah, we're just
So
going. We're just going with the
basically
waves
not
right
even
now.
moving.
Well,
Oh no,
we're
you're
definitely
moving. Edson,
Waves are
would you,
pushing us around a lot.
would you like to go ahead and do a navigation check?
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead and do so.
That is a 18.
You notice that as the winds and the waves are pushing, the log pose is registering that there's some moments that the ship has been pushed almost heading directly west, and then minutes later there's another clash that pushes them back to the northeast direction. You are progressing far. Yes.
The storm and the lightning hitting, is it all just random, or does it feel like there's a method to it?
You could try to incite the storm, but as a casual passerby, you wouldn't really necessarily have enough information to glean that. It really
can we
just
do,
seems
a
like
perception roll?
you certainly can.
Got a dirty 20 on that one.
Seems like a rough storm.
Okay.
Seems like your ship is taking a beating.
Ah, damn. Only rolled 4.
Got it. You guys are even questioning Mother Nature. I love it. You're so mistrustful. I wonder
Make
why
sure, you
that
know?
is.
There's
I
no
don't know.
creature out there.
Who did that? Nah, I'm not throwing
As
a creature.
everybody rolling perception.
Just gonna add that extra level of suspicion, you know?
Hey, listen, be as suspicious as you want. Let that suspicion flow out. But still, there's nothing necessarily that stands out to the storm in particular.
Can I cast Bless on, let's see. I want Edson, Yami.
I would like to point out that Bless only lasts a minute.
That's fine. I figured our next roll is probably going to be another Dex and another D20.
That would be in an hour.
In an hour?
Yep.
Okay, then I'm going to wait.
Is there anything you guys would like to do over the next hour?
I'm going to tie myself to something.
That's fair.
Ollie is going to continue to perform because that's what's expected of him. I'm pretty sure. Ollie isn't actually sure what he's expected to do here. He doesn't have any specific role that should be on singing. So let's just keep singing.
Examine the storm.
I have gotten better.
Yeah, you have. It was a nice version.
Yeah. Oshiko's gonna still examine the storm.
Keep an eye on it.
Hey, Mother Nature is like a science that nobody's gonna know for sure.
Edson is gonna go inside and start disassembling some of the pistols that he has.
He's gonna make a super pistol.
Why would I do that? I don't use pistols. I'm defying the cowboy stereotype by being a cowboy with not pistols.
I'm a cowboy with a rifle.
Yeah.
Use pistols to build a rifle.
And instead I'm living up to the Marine stereotype. But yeah, that's what he's going to be doing while he's theoretically just waiting out the storm at this point.
Alrighty. After about 10 minutes, let me roll this time.
Oh boy.
He said let him roll for sound.
Lightning strike.
This strike is going to hit a little bit further this time. About 6 miles.
Neat.
Let me roll a couple of these. This time is going on. While this is happening, is there anything you guys would like to do? Or you would all like to do?
Ollie is going to get ready.
Jesus
with a
Christ.
bucket of
The hell?
water.
I just
Ollie
increased
would be
the
ready
I
for-
just increased the intervals. It's okay.
Ollie's just going to be ready with a bucket of water and his thunder drums out to blow up any wave that potentially hits us. It's a bit too big, or bucket out any fires that start from a lightning strike. All the while just singing.
I like it.
Oshiko's gonna tie himself to the side of the ship.
Yeah.
As the storm progressively begins to get worse, the ship begins to be tossed and turned, pushed and pulled. Hoshiko, you're
Is
going
there
to
any-
see that within 50 feet, there's a lightning strike that hits the water on the side of the ship that you're stead.
Damn.
10 minutes
Is-
later. Yep, go ahead.
And there's no other ships nearby.
No.
Okay, cool.
10 minutes later, another strike hits 5 miles away to the south. in another 10 minutes, as time is jumping forward, another strike hits 10 miles north. And almost immediately after, towards the west side, there's another strike that hits down. It's at the last, as the sky begins to lighten slightly over the horizon, as it would be nighttime at this point. But the clouds begin to dissipate the horizon. The lightning strike comes down straight to the deck of the ship. Everybody go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm not outside.
Okay.
Before
fine.
I roll,
Yep.
Do I still need to make a
never
check?
mind.
No, you don't need to make the
I'm
check.
done.
Anybody who would be on the deck makes the check. All right. So Ollie and Mira, you are failing, as well
Yeah.
as you, Hoshiko.
I was gonna say we do have
That's fine.
inspirations.
Well, I mean, at
No, I'm
least
not gonna waste it.
Hoshiko and Mira are tied down.
True. So we don't go flying off the ship, but
So would they have advantage in a sense?
hopefully.
No, that wouldn't be advantage.
Mm.
All right, so on a failed save, you are going to take 28 points of lightning damage.
28.
Yep.
Okay, question. Just
I
question.
am
Yes.
down to 1 hit point.
Oh my god!
Can I use brace for impact?
Maybe you guys could listen to
Let me double check.
Yami, and use that inspiration, but
Oh,
nope. Never
Yummy,
mind.
Yummy, you're right. Go ahead and give me a vehicle check, please.
I would definitely do that.
DM, am I good to use brace for impact? And
I'm just double checking.
all right, that's
I think Yami's good with the vehicle.
Yes,
you
you
guys
would
gonna
be
look
able
at
to.
me, and my eye patch
So-
is over my good eye, and you can just see my blind eye just looking.
and how much damage? How much damage was it? You said 28.
Yeah, it was
28.
28 points. Yep.
And so brace for impact, I'm able to split that in half.
All right.
14.
Section. Because yeah, it would be equal to your scrapper die plus the level, bruiser level. So, that was an electrifying experience. As
Jesus
you continue forward, the storm does come to an end as the waters begin to calm.
Edson comes out from inside. All right, well, that sounded bad. Is everybody alive?
You just
You
see
should
Ollie
check on the
patting up a
captain.
tiny bit of scorch on his shoulder. I'm fine.
Someone should go check on the captain.
Yeah,
I've seen
looks
her
over
get
at the
blown
looks
away.
over at the captain.
Oh god! I will use I'm gonna use my mass healing word because a bunch of people are injured. Why not? I am going to heal Hoshiko.
You should focus on the captain. I am good.
No, mass healing word. I heal 6 people. Hoshiko, captain, myself, Kenshin if he's injured, and the captain.
He's not injured.
Well,
No,
didn't,
Doesn't matter.
well,
We'll
let's
heal
go.
5.
You're getting healed anyway, just accept it.
Oh, I felt a little
Oh
tingle.
my word! Are you okay, Captain?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
alright.
gonna
I'm okay.
see Edson takes
She's only
out
saying
a
that just so she doesn't make you worry.
Edson takes out a small pouch and walks over to the captain. All right, show me where.
You guys know I can heal myself. I'll be okay. I'll be alright.
Yeah, well, it doesn't hurt. Besides, last I checked, are you a doctor?
No.
Are you
I
a
mean,
doctor?
I've been trained as a medic.
I didn't answer
Technically,
the
I have a
question.
doctorate. Technically.
As I cast Cure Wounds. Oh god, I love it. It's a heal for 9
Appreciate you guys.
as he bandages you up. I suppose I should have warned that that's a possibility. It could have happened.
I had a feeling.
Yes, by the way, sploosh with the lightning strike hit with the bucket of water.
Yeah, the deck
That was
is
the
on
first
fire.
thing I did when I got hit by lightning. Because Ollie just like kind of took the brunt of it and just went, I'm fine.
I mean, it was raining. Rain plus bucket.
You'd be able to easily
That's right.
put the fire out.
Like where did it hit exactly? Hoshiko goes checks on it.
Straight on the center, like not in the middle between the bow of the ship and where the mast is.
Ooh, close. At least it didn't hit the cannonballs. Hoshiko is gonna also go check up on Hina.
Edson just looks at the strike where the lightning hit. Well, that's improbable.
It could have been worse.
Looks up at the mast. Well, traditionally, lightning hits the tallest point.
Yes, suspicious.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the Grand Line at work.
Indeed. Ollie just seems perfectly fine after getting hit by lightning.
How's Hina? Hoshiko's gonna go check up on Hina.
Hina's good. She kind of has a smile on her face as if she was having fun throughout the ordeal.
So, someone looked like they're having fun.
God, Edson was so ridiculously calm that entire time. He's just like, I'll just go busy myself with something. Hina's just like laughing like a maniac in the storm.
He's having so much fun.
Basically.
I think it's fun.
And as you walk into there, you notice that she's getting prepared to start cooking lunch, or rather dinner at this point.
See, this is what I
She's
told.
having a little hum with it.
Yeah,
what
she
I
has a
told
little
you,
hum with it.
This is what I told you, sister. You're not a doctor. I am.
Oh. Yeah, that one was tough.
Hoshiko's gonna come back out. So Edson, your adopted daughter is having a fun time.
My what?
Adoptive daughter.
You know, me and her are about the same age, right?
Yeah, but you can still adopt people even at the same as a quote unquote child, not child, but son, daughter.
I mean, I suppose that's true, but
more point to the story is she's fine and she's smiling and she must have had a good time during the storm, and she's cooking dinner.
well, storm like that, where just kind of miserable. It's a good time to go and busy yourself with something else. Honestly, it's kind of good. It's kind of nice free time.
I can't help but want to be out.
Assuming the ship doesn't explode.
Hey, it didn't hit the cannonballs. We good.
Edson just shrugs. Well, I mean, even if it did, it's not like we could have done anything to prevent it. Nature's nature. Latin's going to strike where it wants.
Indeed.
As long as it doesn't strike the same area twice. Literally knocks on wood.
Well, we literally just watched lightning defy its general want to strike the highest thing and struck the middle of the deck right next to the mast rather than striking the mast itself. So,
and I said as long as it doesn't strike the same place twice.
Yeah, I've already seen lightning defy convention once today. I don't think that rumors are going to cause it to stop.
Oh no, it might not, but gotta be hopeful.
Though that does raise a question. We should probably create something to make the ship more lightning resistant.
So we should get a lightning rod or get a lightning rod built.
More or
Yeah.
less. It takes a bit more
Well-
than a lightning rod on a ship, though.
You're right, but it'll be the start. It'll be the starting point.
Well, no,
We could put it at the top of the mast.
well, yes, but that's not what I mean. You see, just putting a rod of metal up there ain't gonna do much.
Oh no,
All
I
that's
wasn't
gonna
mean.
do is it's just gonna draw the lightning to it.
No, I was thinking of something that would try to draw the lightning to us, but then also deflect it. Oh, deflect it back into the water, but back into the water, or at least some way to power our ship, so that we don't have to always rely against the wind with the winds.
Now, I don't know about powering the ship, but directing it into the water is certainly not a bad idea. Marines do something kind of like that.
I mean,
I've been wanting to do that, but some of them ain't got the money for it, or their ship sinks before they even have a chance.
Well, to be fair, not everybody can get their hands on lengths of metal cable.
So do we have any idea what the next island's going to be when we get there, or we're just going to be surprised?
You're just
Looks
gonna
at,
be surprised.
Edson just turns and looks at Sister Mira. Well, I suppose only God knows.
Well, also, you didn't ask the person
yes.
who flew
Only
away.
Converse answers that question.
So,
Well, I can guarantee you one thing about the place we're going to. It's probably dangerous.
It can't be that dangerous.
Well, supposedly
No,
this.
do not jinx it.
Well, supposedly this is the
Too late.
most dangerous part of the Grand Line, almost, or at least the most dangerous part of Paradise. So, we'll see.
Perhaps one of the islands I'm looking for is on this path. Perhaps.
What exactly are you looking for?
Oh, just some markers left by village. Nothing
Don't
too important.
don't tell me that you're looking for more of those strange squiggly things like this guy.
Well, no, but they might pop. Knowing old Davy, he might have played around a bit. Regardless,
I take it this Davy is a friend of yours.
Davy Jones?
I just called him old Davy. He was the one who taught me how to utilize my heart. He was my mentor on the matter. Let's just
Well-
say
Well, based off of recent events, I'm not too sure if he trained you that well.
I was trained in controlling hockey. It's not something you can always control naturally, especially if you're born with it. Not easy. You sometimes smell things you don't want to smell, hear things you don't want to hear, weird dreams. Sometimes you even bite your own hand and draw blood.
That doesn't at all sound like a serious mental condition.
I know, right?
Are you sure you're right in the head?
Oh, I am. I'm very
I mean,
much
to be
right
f-
in
I mean, I suppose to be fair, aside from these strange things actually happening when something you do sit when you say so, essentially, I probably would think you're insane. To be honest, you probably still are.
Well, you have to be a bit insane to survive in Marie-Joie.
Suppose that's the
Sure.
truth.
Yes. Not a pleasant life in some regards. Being nice to people can get you into a lot of trouble if you're not careful about how you word things.
Ain't that the truth? Anyway, on that subject of your being here, I believe it is time for our agreement to be
I don't.
upheld.
Yes. Here we go. Let me just get my own checkbook out. Prestidigitation. He pulls out a checkbook from the box and pulls out a pen. Alrighty then. So I aided you in battle against the pirates that were obsessed with the metal on the island. I healed your wounds, shielded you from harm. Yes, by this definition, you owe me about 10 berries.
Yeah, you've eaten our food. You've had us have to. Well, we've had to, to some extent, save your ass, and your mere existence tends to be a bit of a either an annoyance or an immediate harm to your sanity and body, especially with recent events in mind. So, as much as I
Let's even
do,
then.
that ain't quite how that works.
Oh, well.
I'll give you a discount though. Call it 25 instead of 50.
That's still a lot of money. A lot more than I can afford. Like,
Is
I
it?
have money on me, but only enough for survival basics.
Yeah, and you know what those survival basics are? The food you've been eating, the water you've been drinking, and the boat you've been
Fair
sailing
enough.
on.
He will give you. Oh well, I had to bargain. I've always been a bit money savvy. Oh well, he will give you the
250.
Yeah,
So that is-
always is rich.
Yeah, so you can.
Fuck, that
You can-
reminds me. I got all my money stolen at the beginning of this fucking thing.
Yeah, everybody did.
200 fucking thousand.
Except, yeah, everybody did except Ollie.
Because he wasn't here
And
in
then-
the beginning.
And then I had to do fucking manual ass labor to be able to pay for provisions. And I've been the one who's opening up the pocketbook this entire time to pay for everything.
Yeah, Ollie is just being, what he's being a bit of a businessman here. He has to be. Very well. We'll call it a 50-50 discount. Here you go. 25,000. It was 25,000 berries. Here you go.
Indeed. Well, thank you. Well,
If
keep
you
doing
need help discussing discounts and stuff, I'm always able to do it. Business is one of the few things I'm well coordinated in. Had to be.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'm imagining half fortune and half the idea of families don't even know how to manage your budget.
To be honest, I'm half surprised you'll even need to worry about money. It's not like
We don't.
it's not
to
like
be honest,
it's not like you
people
guys
smell
are well known for purchasing things.
Oh, trust me, they spend like it goes out of fashion. Very rarely do they manage other affairs in the household which are important. And I'm just sitting here going, oh, they'll just demand more money. And I'm like, oh, you strain frigging tithe. They usually leave the job to accountants, who usually end up getting executed because they're trying to, manage their money. There's a reason why we never hired accountants in my household. After I took control, I didn't. Well, that's a story for another day.
Interesting.
Yes. Worst job, don't get it. We now know what the worst career in One Piece is: an accountant for the Celestial Dragons.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, Captain, as much as I'd like to enrich myself with this money, and I'm sure everyone else probably would as well,
Nah.
I was thinking of establishing a ship's fund.
I think that's a brilliant idea, actually.
It's simple. Along with certain somebody's rent, we'll say 20% of the spoils go towards the ship. Keep everybody fed, boats sailing.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
That way we ain't got to worry about having doing odd jobs to get the boat repaired.
One could hope. I'm more excited that I'm not going to have to pay for all y'all to eat, drink out of my own pocket. Especially considering some people's consumption of alcohol.
He's not in the Discord.
Taking a nap.
So
He
it
fell asleep
is-
at the wheel.
Your poor ship. It is about here where we are going to call it for the evening. And next time, players are going to be making their week-long journey to get to the next island. Till then, let's find out what's going to happen next. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and have a very safe Memorial Day weekend. If not, and we will catch those of you who join us tomorrow for the Dapper Dans tomorrow. And if not, enjoy the week and weekend. Be responsible. Be safe. Say goodbye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Get some sleep.
All right. Be good.